Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and this is gonna be a fun one. I know a lot of you are here for whiskey, but this time I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna turn this into a tradition each year because my very first video on YouTube was of pumpkin beers. Yes, pumpkin beers, not exactly whiskey, but that was my first video, and that's where it all started. That's where The Average Drinker got its start, right here with pumpkin beers. So in honor of that, I want to do a video on pumpkin beers because, well, it is pumpkin beer season after all. Am I right? Okay, that was supposed to be funny and cheesy and nerdy, and I guess it was all of those combined into one. But the very first time I recorded a video, the first thing I said, fall is in the air. I don't know if it's the pumpkins, I don't know if it's the candles, but I smell fall. Something like that. So it was really silly, and I just wanted to honor my very first video by doing another video on pumpkin beers. Some of these are making a return, but some of them are new. And I also have a great surprise for you guys at the very end of this video where I am gonna bring in some whiskey-ish. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I'll tell you guys what I'm drinking today, and that is, first of all, I have Pumpkin, the Southern Tier Imperial Pumpkin Ale. I have the Elysian Night Owl Pumpkin Ale. Elysian Night Owl Pumpkin Ale. Try to say all that real fast. Next up, I have Road Mary's Baby Scary Good Pumpkin Ale. Then over here, I have the Epic Brewing Imperial Porter. Porter brewed with pumpkin and spices, an exponential series. Whatever that means. Next up, we have Shipyard Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead. I like this bottle. I liked it last year, but I didn't like the way it tasted. So we'll see if that one actually does better this time, because I know a lot of people love Shipyard, but that was just not my jam last year. It was kind of basic. And then we have one that's not so basic, and that is the Pumpkin Spice Yeti Great Divide Imperial Stout with coffee and spices. So got a good variety here of some good pumpkin beers. I'm a big fan of them. If I'm not drinking whiskey, I'm drinking beer. Mostly though, I'm drinking whiskey. So sometimes in the fall, I like to just pour a mug of beer, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, without further ado, I had Bill pour all these for me, so I'm going to scoot these to the side. Bill poured me a blind flight, so now we'll see what happens. Clearly he's not in this video, and mostly he is in blind videos with me, but he doesn't love pumpkin beer as much as I do. He does like it though. He does. Alright. Thank you guys so much for being here. Even though it's a pumpkin beer, I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. I love you, and I'm so grateful for you. So now, let's dive in. Without further ado, cheers to you. Thanks for being here. Let's get this show on the road. I'm not going to be nosing these like I do with whiskey. I mean, does it smell like beer? It smells like beer. It smells good like beer. Got a little spice on it. Smells like beer though. Let's taste it. It's good. It kind of tastes balanced out. Ooh. That's good. It has a good amount of pumpkin on there and like sweet marshmallows, but not too sweet. And it doesn't taste like fake pumpkin. I hate fake pumpkin. Ooh. And a little bit of like pumpkin pie spice. That's really good. It kind of tastes, honestly, like pumpkin pie in a glass. That's delicious. Great way to start right here. That's good. Whoa. Holy moly. Yeah, I don't want something that's super sweet. Like if I wanted pumpkin pie, I'd eat a piece of pumpkin pie. I don't want my beer to taste that sweet. I want my beer to be like good, refreshing, and tasty. I like it. Moving on to glass number 2 here. This one looks a little bit darker than the first one. Whoa. Holy moly. That was like a whole nother level of flavor. The first one was like more of a dry hints of pumpkin spice and pumpkin. Kind of tastes like pumpkin pie, but not like overwhelmingly like pumpkin pie. And this one was like holy richness compared to that, but not overly sweet. Again, not overly sweet and not like fake pumpkin. That one tastes so rounded and good. Like overall, that's really good. That's even better than the first one. Ooh. Yum, 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 yum. I like pumpkin beer. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, welcome to my channel. You're gonna have to deal with that if you stick around. But don't stick around for beer videos because I only do one a year. Okay, so moving on to glass number 3. I'm so weird. I am so freaking weird. All right, glass number 3 is clearly dark. This is a very dark. This is thick, dark, very dark. Wow. Dark beer. It smells like coffee. I love coffee. I love coffee. It's dark, but not too dark. Oh, definitely a lot of coffee. Marshmallows. Toasted marshmallows. Oh, that's good. That is delicious. I don't know where the pumpkin is, though. Like, where's the pumpkin? It's like a very faint hint of pumpkin. Not super overwhelming. Like, if you want something that tastes like a pumpkin beer, it's not gonna taste like it tastes like a great, like, stout. It's good. That's delicious. Coffee stout. Oh my gosh. I like that. It's completely different, so it's hard to, like, scale that up next to the other two, but I'm gonna say it's above number 1, I think, but I don't know what's gonna happen the second time through these. All right, moving on to glass number 4. A lot less light. It's still like a darker than the first two, but a lot lighter than the last one, so. Definitely, I smell cinnamon on that. I can smell the cinnamon. Oh yeah, let me taste it. Whoa, that has a lot of cinnamon on it. Very good. Lot of cinnamon. Sweet, but not too sweet. Just a hint of pumpkin. And not fake pumpkin. So far, I have not had any fake pumpkin. That's pretty good. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. It tastes so good in my belly. Okay, moving on to glass number 5. So far, that's good. I still think number 2 is good overall, but that one's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I need to, like, have a instant replay where I say it's good like 5 million times. Like, it could be a shirt that said it's bad, or you could have a shirt that says it's good. It's all good with the average drinker. Hey, there we go. That's an idea. That's an idea. What do you think? It's all good with the average drinker. I like the one somebody came up with, and they were like, riding nerdy with the average drinker. I'm so nerdy, but it's who I am, so there's that. Excuse me. Okay, moving on to glass number 5. It's darker again. We're back to the darker one, but not as dark as that other one. Okay. Tastes like a fall beer. Not a whole lot of pumpkin going on in that one. Not a whole lot of sweet, but a good richness. Overall, it's good. Yeah. It's got a just a really good balance of, like, oh, it has even like a little bit of a coffee flavor into it too. Not like a super intense coffee flavor, but it's more like a little bit of coffee, a little bit of pumpkin. Not super bold in your face like with fall spices and stuff like that, but it's like, it's just good and balanced, and it's enjoyable. And on a good fall day sitting by a fire, this would be pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Dang, this is gonna be harder than I thought it would be. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I feel so rude when I burp, but it's beer, right? I don't know. Okay, moving on to glass number 6. And this is another darker one. This is a porter. It's gotta be a porter. Oh, whoa. That's the best nose I've smelled. If we're nosing whiskey, that one smells like coffee, toffee, oh, and pumpkins. Coffee, toffee, and pumpkins. That smells phenomenal. Now let's taste it. chocolate. It's not bad. I think one of these is a stout and one's a porter. Now I'm trying to look at them. I'm like, yeah, there's a porter and there's a stout. Oops. Yep. Porter, stout. There might be a couple. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm just rambling. So I like this one, but I definitely like that other porter or stout or whatever that was over there better than this one. This one, It's good. It has a good rich chocolate flavor in there. Not a lot of pumpkin going on with that, but good. It's definitely like chocolate, coffee, toffee, really dark. Like that's definitely going to be the one that you want to drink and warm up to and cozy up to on a colder day in the fall. Yeah. So overall, I like these. I like them all. Actually, there was none in here that I were like, oh, that's bad or anything. They're just some I liked a little more than the other ones. So now is the time when I go through the second time with Patreon. Sorry, if you haven't become a patron yet and you guys are thinking about it, there's a lot of new stuff coming that I'm working on. I'm working really hard, trying to show as much behind the scenes as possible, trying to like give exclusive content and merch and things like that to patrons and opportunities first there. So if you guys have thought about becoming a patron or you're still thinking about it, go ahead and do it, and you get to see the second time through of this. And who knows what's gonna happen. So as always, I really appreciate you. I'm so grateful for your support. Even if you're just here watching, like that means so much to me. So thank you so freaking much. Now, I'm gonna do the second time through, and then I'm gonna come back with my final results. All right, I have my final ranking. I don't know why these are so close to me. That's like super close. Super close. Okay, got my final ranking, and I'm ready to tell you guys what I think of these little guys right here. And you know what I think? They're all good. They're all good. I just like some more than others, and I'm curious to see which ones those are because, well, it's been about a year since I've had any pumpkin beer because I don't drink it year round. So here we go. Without further ado, it is time for the results of this pumpkin showdown. That's a good name, I think. Here's the answers. Let's go with this. Let's see what they are. Here we go. All right. So, in last place is the Epic Imperial Porter. I liked it, but I did not get any pumpkin out of it. Like, I was just searching for pumpkin, but I really just got coffee and some spice, which is what it says. Just don't know why they put pumpkin on there, because it doesn't taste like pumpkin. But it's still a good beer, and I would definitely enjoy this one, so I'm still gonna drink it. It's still good. Okay, in 5th place is glass number 2. What? Oh, dang. You gotta be kidding me. That's crazy. I'm mind blown for a second because that was like my favorite one last year. Last year, Pumpkin was my favorite one. Southern Tier Pumpkin. It's like nearly last this year. It just was a little too sweet from what I remember. It does taste like pumpkin pie, just a little. Oh, it's a little too sweet. Today, I'm not feeling the sweet vibes, but it does taste like pumpkin pie in a glass. It's just a little too sweet. So, wow, shocked already. Definitely shocked about that one because that was my favorite. Guess your taste really can change. Okay, now in 1, 2, 3, 6, 5. In 4th place. Wow, that was really hard. In 4th place is the Yeti, the pumpkin spice Yeti, the Imperial Stout. That's a good one. I like that. Good stout, like delicious. Yeah, that's really delicious. It's got a good coffee. Wow, 9.5%. There you go. That one will light you up if you drink too much of that too fast. Okay, moving on. In 3rd place, we have Shipyard. You gotta be kidding me. Phew. I'm actually glad that one didn't finish in 1st because I would have been like, oh my god, did I really change my mind that much in a year? Like, really? Shipyard I hated. Last year I said I never would even buy the Shipyard again. And look where it is now. Look at it now. There we go. This is why we do blinds. This is the craziest thing. You never know. And you never know when your palate might change. So there we are. Now, let's figure this out. In 2nd place. Wow. Roadmary's Baby. Roadmary's Baby. Scary good pumpkin ale. It really is. It actually is delicious. I liked it. Oh, wow. I just realized it was aged in rum barrels with vanilla beans. Didn't know that before, but I didn't really like this one as much last year either. But it's actually delicious. Super delicious. It's scary good pumpkin ale. How do you like those apples? I'm so dumb. And I guess now you can figure it out. In first place is the Elysian Night Owl. And that is awesome because Elysian has a lot of varieties of pumpkin beers out there and a lot of really good beer actually. I like them. This one is our original pumpkin ale brewed with pumpkin, roasted and raw pumpkin seeds, and spiced and conditioning with nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, ginger, and allspice. Delicious. It's actually really good. So there you have it. We finished with Elysian, then comes Road Mary's Baby, Shipyard, the Pumpkin Yeti, Southern Tier, Pumpkin, and Epic's Imperial Pumpkin Porter. So those are good ones. I'm gonna set those to the side because now I have a curiosity I gotta fix. Because after all, this is a whiskey channel. So if you made it this far and you're still watching, well, hats off to you guys because I love you. So now here we go. In the first place winner was the Elysian Night Owl, and I'm curious to know. Because this is what my gut says. My gut says that if I put some of this Boone County bourbon cream, I love Boone County bourbon cream, but if I put some of this in this beer and try it, how it would taste. So I'm just curious. You know, we could add some bourbon in here. Bourbon cream, it's kind of close. Let's pour this in there and see what it tastes like. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, it kind of curdled a little bit. I don't know about that, guys. I'm gonna stir it up and see what happens. That was like really gross looking. It kind of curdled when I poured it in there, so this might be a really terrible experiment. Oh, that was gross. Let's give it a try. Cheers. Oh, I don't actually. Can't really taste it, but also I would not recommend that. That is a terrible idea. Mainly because it just curdles, so when it hits that carbonation of the beer, it like just curdled around it. It's kind of disgusting, honestly. It kind of looks like the top of a, you know, when the yeast is fermenting when you're making whiskey or whatever it is, it kind of looks like the top of that. It's kind of gross. Anyhow, thanks for sticking around for my experiment. It did not turn out well, but as always, I really appreciate you guys. Tell me what your favorite pumpkin beer is if you like pumpkin beer. If you have any good whiskey recommendation, like whiskey and spice recommendations, like I don't know, a pumpkin spice cocktail, let me know. Send it my way. I'll give it a try. As always, thank you guys. I love you. I appreciate you. We'll be back with so much more of The Average Drinker. I'm Dara. And I'll see you next time. I don't know what that was.